Welcome to Sunday Night Live. It's your boy Be Real from Be Real 420, where we discuss anything and everything that's 420 related. I'm so happy to have everybody in the live tonight. These Sunday Night Lives have really become something special amongst our community, and I'm really enjoying getting a chance to talk and hang out and smoke and such with each and every one of you. So let me go ahead and real quick just make sure that I say hi to everybody that's already in the live. And if you're just now joining live, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you comment. And of course, if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. We got John Emerson in the building. Yo, he says, yo, I'll smoke by myself. I don't know, man. You get to smoke with us. We got Miss Old School. She says, good evening. Good evening, Miss Old School. And yeah, we got something very special tonight. We got Sauce and Squad TV. He says, be mofo real. That's right. It's be motherfucking real up in the house. Yo, and so I just want to give a shout out to Sauce and Squad TV. First off, he did donate some lighting to me. He donated some microphones that I'm going to be using in future videos and lives. He also donated this decoration, and I'm going to go ahead and pop it off of the stand real quick. Check out this sign that he gave me. Thought that was really cool to go with my sticker wall. We got mile 420 because there's always 420 somewhere, right? And then check out this little light real quick. Check that out. And we got this nice cool sign. Lets us know that we are live. We are on the air. So shout out to Sauce and Squad TV for hooking up the decorations. And he's a he's a friend of mine, and he also helps out with the thumbnails. So say thank you to him for the thumbnail. Trying to put this phone back into the stand. There we go. Yo, we got 9 people in the live, but only 5 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come on in. And yes, if you read the title correctly, guys, we have something very special. I have the exclusive first look. I'm the first affiliate to be able to have the first look at the new drop. So you guys, you voted, right? I hope you guys voted on the poll on which strain we were going to do a full review, and you guys voted for Moonbow. So that's the one we're going to do a full review on. Right here, I've got a nice cone ready to go, packed up with a glass tip, element paper. This is one of my favorite strains, so I'm really glad that you guys voted for Moonbow. It was actually a pretty close race for the longest time. There was like 3 of them were tied up. And we got Rich's Buds up in the house. Everybody that was in the live voted, thankfully, you guys. But it was like a 3-way tie for the longest. But in the end, Moonbow won. So we got Dennis saying, "Hey, Miss Old School, I'm waiting for my shipment." Okay, awesome. So yeah, just reach out to them via message. You can go in the Discord. You can also message them on Instagram and of course on their emails. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff that we got in here. Now, Rainbow Gelato was not from the new drop, but this is something that you can get on their site. So I've been smoking on this. I got hooked up with like 15 grams in the sampler. Man, this stuff has been really good. Let's go ahead and just show you real quick what I got. Got some Super Boof. Now this one was super frosted out, and according to Old School, this is going to be good for washing because of all the crystals, just covered in crystals. We're going to be taking a look at that. Now these are the strains that just dropped on the site, so we're getting a first look at it, and I'm so grateful. Thank you to Old School Hemp for sending these out for me to be able to take a look at and get a first reaction, uh, exclusive first look. And guys, you can go on their site. Some of this is already sold out, but this is like some really high-end stuff. We got some mincemeat, and don't forget they've got a Labor Day sale going right now. I believe it's 30% off, and you can stack that with code BeReal. So I mean, it's an amazing, already amazing quality. This is straight from the grower. You just can't beat that. And then you're getting an amazing deal, 30% off plus I believe it's at least 5% off with code BeReal. So you're looking at either 30 or 35% off through Labor Day. So I'm really excited. Whoops. And we got some blue gackberries. So the new drop, we got the blue jackberries, we got the mincemeat, we got the super boo, and we got the moonbow. And you guys decided that you wanted to fully review the moonbow, but we're going to take a look at each and every one of these. Let me go ahead and grab my tray. All right. So first off, we're going to look at the rainbow gelato, and I've been smoking on this one, and it's just like it sounds. It smokes and smells and tastes just like it sounds. Rainbow gelato. When you think of rainbow, I think of like a fruit medley, maybe a berry medley. Let's take a look at some of the buds. I don't need to pull them all out. And if you're just now joining the live, let me know you're up in here. Leave a comment and let us know you're in here. What are you guys smoking on? If you're smoking on something, what are you up to this weekend? And if you're interested in anything that you see, Jeffrey, thank you, just posted a link where you can get up to 35% off, I believe. It's 30% off when you stack with the code for the Labor Day sale. So thank you. We got Sean 420 Pro. So these are really nice dense nugs. So these are the rainbow gelato. So you get like a fruit medley with like a gelato. When you think of gelato, it's creamy, it's woody, slightly gassy. And the gelato is very, very dominant on this one. The fruit medley is very nice and mellow. This one also burns nice and salt and pepper, closer to white ash than black ash. We got Brandon Wood up in the house. He says, "What up, yo?" So we're looking at right here. This is the rainbow gelato that's always going to be available on the site. This is like a good everyday smoke, guys. This is really good stuff. I'll go ahead and snap a couple of these real quick. Real sticky, man. Yo, we got Joe G in the house. Welcome, Joe. Cheers. Real nice, sweet, and sticky. Got the nice crystals glistening in the light. But yeah, I'm getting a very creamy and gassy and woody gelato with just a slight fruity nose to it. And that also is evident in the flavor as well. I've been smoking on it. A real salt and pepper ash, so it burns really nice, guys. All right. So that's the rainbow gelato. And guys, you can also check out, I believe, my IG, and I know I did a short on YouTube as well. So if you want to see how this thing is smoking on the rainbow gelatos, go check out my IG as well. It's just like my name, Be Real 420. Okay, so that's the rainbow gelato. Go ahead and clear this out. Guys, if you're just now joining the live, we are looking at the latest drop from Oleskool Hemp. I just looked at Rainbow Gelato. We're going to be smoking Moonbow. You guys voted for Moonbow. So let's talk about this real quick. The next one we're going to look at, you guys almost voted for Super Booth. This one was almost voted for tonight's review. Now this one, I'm really excited about showing you guys. This one is good for washing, according to Oleskool, and he showed me some photos. And guys, this one had crystals all over it. If you guys are into hash making, Super Boo from Oleskool Hemp is a good one to do some hash making with, okay? Just giving you a little heads up. Super Boo, this is one of my favorites. Now let's talk about what is Super Boo. This is going to be a cross between Black Cherry Punch and Trop Cookies. Now Trop Cookies is a very, very popular strain and it's great to cross with. Now let's talk about what am I smelling. Let's go ahead and open it up and get a money shot and then talk about what am I smelling. Whoa, dog. Whoa. Look at those crystals, guys. Now this one was super pungent, guys. This one was super pungent. Wow. I'm getting like a super, super citrus with like a tart cherry to go with it, with a little bit of like cookie dough on the back end. This is the epitome of what you expect when you get super booth, according to the nose, and the looks not that bad. Let's go ahead and pull it out onto the tray. Yo, if you're just now joining live, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed, yeah, go ahead and subscribe. And I agree, Sally, you're right. These are kind of flat right now. That's the one thing that I don't like about using these bags. These are grow bags, but they really help with the humidity. But I prefer jars. Um, I always pull them out and put them in a jar after I open them. So these will go in a jar now. But yeah, they are a little bit on the flat side. So if I could say one negative thing or one constructive thing to add that could, make this a better experience for the next time is maybe not always use the bags for certain flowers because yes, they do get smushed. So we got Ruben Walls in the house. Yo, yo, what's up, brother? Now, John Emerson says, I cannot find Mendo Breath on the menu anywhere. I'm not sure if it's on the menu right now, brother. I'm not sure. You're right, you're right. But yeah, that is something to consider in the future when Oleskool does his packaging is maybe not use the bags for certain strains or certain buds maybe. So this one is on the flat side. But let's go ahead and get a close up of it. And Jeffrey says maybe they could look into the trays like Chateau Mary has. Yes, absolutely. So this one has a ton of crystals on it, as you can see. This is super frosted out. This definitely would go great for washing. I'm not a hash maker, but it's obvious this would be great. Let me look at a couple more of these buds. Super sticky, by the way. Super, super sticky. Look at these dark, dark amber hairs. Can you imagine what the nose is like right now, John? OSH, please do the trays, said Sally. Yo, Ruben, I hope you're having a great evening. Thank you so much for hanging out and being a part of this live. Ooh, yeah, so I'm getting a super, super citrus with some tart cherries. Oh, okay. Flamey 420 from Discord. Okay, awesome. I did not know that. Okay, awesome. Or you probably have told me and I just didn't remember. Man, look at that, guys. If the Super Boof's not sold out, you might want to grab it while you can. And don't forget to stack my code to get what, 35% off total? Dude, that is some homegrown like you wouldn't believe, man. So this one's super fluffy. It's not dense like the other one we were looking at, like the rainbow gelato. Super sticky. Now this one, he was just trimming when he packed it and sent it to me. So this is super, super fresh. Man, look at that. Yeah, that is beautiful, isn't it? Whoa, so that's beautiful. That's the super booth, guys. Woo! And I got a little bit of rosin from my homeboy J Grows 420 that I was gonna dab with that if we decided to do that one, but Moonbow won. Moonbow is also an amazing flower. One more look before we put it away. This is the super booth, guys. Don't sleep on it. We still got a couple other strains to look at before we even smoke. I want to save those. So we were just looking at Superbook. Man, my fingers, guys, are getting super sticky. I know that, right? Oh, I'm still gonna dab the Superbook. Absolutely, absolutely. Ooh, man, look, it's making my fingers stick to the bag. Look at this. Look at that. It's hanging off my finger. The bag is, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy, yo. Only from homegrown, guys. Only from homegrown. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna put that to the side so I can smoke that later. All right, guys. Let's look at mincemeat. Mincemeat. Now, this one didn't get as many votes, but I'm actually really intrigued by this one. I'm not. I'm not really familiar with a lot of meat strains. Now, mincemeat is going to be a cross between meat breath and Kush mince. Now, I do know about Kush mince, and I believe I've tried meat breath. I know that Oleskool had meat breath on his site in the past. So the good thing about these bags is it is turf lock. The Grove bags are great for humidity and mold prevention. So that is good, especially when they're freshly picked. It's very important to have something like that. But I do prefer jars, and this will go in a jar. Now, Rich's Bud says I'm going to have to look at what Oleskool has. I got an email, but haven't really checked it out yet. Yeah, don't sleep on it. And right now, like I said, you can get up to 35% off. All right, so here's the mincemeat. I know you might want to close your ears, Flamey. So I know you said you didn't want to. I think it was you that said you didn't want to know about it until you got it in the mail. So go ahead and close your ears for this part. We're going to look at mincemeat. John says always, always goes in jars. Woo! Funky, funky. We got Just Grows Green 420 says, yo, be real. What's up, dude? This is the mincemeat. More of that sticky, icky, icky. More of that crystals. More of that glistening in the light. Now this one, let me go in for a nosedive, okay? Interesting. I'm getting like a minty, like the menthol, where it's like earthy and smoky minty menthol. It's not like a platinum menthol, you know? And then I am getting like a weird, not, I don't know if it's weird, but different aroma that I'm used to. I'm not familiar with a lot of meat aromas, I'll be honest with you. I've tried some of like the Donny burgers and stuff like that, but I don't have a lot of experience with it. So let's see. Interesting. Very interesting. Very sticky. trying to get this out of the bag. And guys, we got 15 people hanging out, but only 11 likes so far. Go ahead and hit that like. Let's go ahead and grab the biggest one. The biggest one. This is the mincemeat. Let me see if I wrote any notes on that. Well, you know, I'm very familiar with Kush mince. Yo, we got Gyro. Says cheers, everybody. Interesting, interesting. Very sticky. Yes, so my code does stack with the sale for Labor Day right now, guys. My link is pinned at the top. So I'm getting an earthy nose. I'm getting minty, herbal. Very, very beautiful. This is another one that you could wash. Nice snap. You didn't hear it because I have the microphone on, but the snap was perfect. This is the mincemeat, guys. Look at this hanging. Woo! That's beautiful, guys. Very beautiful, guys. This is very sticky. It doesn't have quite as beautiful of aroma as the ones we've looked at so far. And boy, nothing really beats the Superboot or the Moonbow in my opinion. I can't wait to show off the Moonbow. And I'm so glad you guys picked that. The smoked, it's one of my favorites. I really enjoy the Skittles nose and flavor. That lemon lime that you get. We're almost to that now. Let's go ahead and put this one back into its bag. Ooh, these are just beautiful flowers. You cannot beat this homegrown stuff right here. That's right. And I hope it doesn't sound insulting by calling it homegrown, but it's, man, there's just nothing beats that. Nothing beats that. Nice sugar leaf. Clean up the area. Put that in a little bowl later. All these little tiny particles I'm getting from showing the flower to you guys in this tray is starting to add up. It's going to go into a bowl later. Yo, we got Mr. Gonzalez here. What's up, Be Real, and everybody in the chat? What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday Night Live. Yo, we got everybody in here. My fingers are getting so sticky I can barely even like navigate my phone right now. The camera is like, my fingers are getting so sticky I can barely like navigate this. Awesome. All right, all right, all right. We got two more to look at. And the last one we're going to look at, we're actually going to smoke. This one right here is the blue gackberries. This one actually almost won as well. So I'm really excited to show this off, guys. So what is blue gackberries? I'm not really sure. I think it might be like blueberry crossed with gackberries, but I don't know. It didn't have the genetics on the website. I think I've had this one before. I know I've had the gackberries, and I know I've had the blueberry swirl. Yes, 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 I'm coming, Ruben. Here we come, brother. This is going to be the blue gackberries. So the nose is supposed to be like a fresh blueberry, gassy, sweet, and skunky. The flavor is supposed to be like wild blueberries with like a natural tart, gassy undertones with diesel. I love blueberry terps. Absolutely love them. Ooh, oh yeah. Those are some good strains. Woo. So this one I am getting the blueberry. It's not as, maybe it is. It's very tart, natural, and gassy. Yeah, it's just a different type of blueberry than the blueberry swirl. Still very crystalled out. Mmm. Yeah, I am getting the gassy and skunky as well. Yep. OSH never disappoints. Old school hemp never disappoints. That's for sure. Let me go ahead and make sure I catch the comments. We got Evan in here. Appreciate you stopping by. That's right. Try them out. Try them out. This is the money shot in the bag, guys. This is how it comes in the bag when you do a sampler. Let's go ahead and pull them out. Shoo. Yeah, this one's got a little bit more of a skunkiness to it as well. I really like the way this one looks. So this one is definitely more dense than the last couple ones we were looking at, right? This one's going to be more dense, similar to like the gelato was. This is going to be dense like the Mendo Breath was. Now, a new referral program is going on. All kinds of ways to get points and all kinds of good stuff coming, guys. Make sure you guys have your emails or you're subscribed to Oleschool's emails. Just go on the website if you're not already and make sure that you sign up for the reward system so that you can get rewarded on top of the great flour and deals that you're already getting. Let me go for another nosedive. We got a little sugar leaf right there. No big deal. You just kind of pull it, just like pulling a hair. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to throw away your spouse just because there's a little bit of hair on their body, are you? You're going to pluck it. So let's go ahead and sniff this one. Creamy, blueberry, gassy. Ooh, that's a good one right there. Look at those purples in there, along with the dark olive greens. And then you can see some really like dark rust-colored hairs. Dude, this one looks fire. This is that blue gackberries right here. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You want to snap one of these in half? I hate snapping the pretty ones in half, guys. Let me find a smaller one. Nice snap. Oh yeah. So that one is the blue gackberries. I'm really excited about that one. That one's got a little bit of gassy funk on the back end with that sweet, tart, natural blueberries. Really nice. Thank you, Oleskool, for sending this one out. This one I'm really excited about trying as well. Really right up my alley. You know what I mean? Man. Yeah, trays are a nice idea. I think that would be a good idea for maybe the high-end bud, like some of the better looking buds, or maybe the fragile buds possibly. The ones that do get smashed easily. Like maybe the denser buds don't have that problem as much, but the more fluffy ones might. Check out this bulb that I'm collecting right there. Woo-wee. That's going to be a nice bowl at the end, guys. All right, we got one more, the final one, the one you guys have all been waiting for. Now, this one was voted for the most out of over 27 votes. This one had the most votes. This was Moonbow. I'm giving you vertigo. Uh-oh. How so, my brother? Am I moving too much? All right, guys. This one is the Moonbow. This is the one you guys voted for. So what is Moonbow? Moonbow is one of my favorites because it's crossed with one of my favorites, Skittles. Skittles crossed with Do-Si-Do. Let's go ahead and open it up. Now, guys, you know I've reviewed Moonbow on rosin form a few times, and I'll say the nose on this was spot on with the rosins, the high-end rosins that I've reviewed. I'm talking perfect. This is probably my favorite other than the Super Booth for the nose. When you open this up, I want you to think of lemon lime Skittles. Possibly a couple orange ones mixed in the mix, but mainly the yellow and the green ones. Woo! Maybe the red ones mixed in a little bit of tropical going on. But wow. So Flamey says, you know, they're partial to the Do-Si-Do. And I know I've had Do-Si-Do, but I don't remember what Do-Si-Do tastes like. But man, look at that. These are some nice sized buds. Sticky, just like the other ones. What's up, Bullet 75? You did miss the Super Boot, but I can always come back around. And you can always go back and watch it at a later time. But right here is the Moonbow. This is the one that everybody voted for. So Moonbow is Skittles crossed with Do-Si-Dos. And I want you to think sweet candy Skittles, tropical fruit, yellow, green, orange, red, mainly the yellow and the greens. Slightly gas, like a diesel gas. Slightly on the back end. It's going to be a cushy diesel on the back end. So let's go ahead and pull it out. And by the way, I do have a cone ready to go. So that's why there's a little bit less flour to look at. I try to save as much as possible for you guys to look at because I did pack a nice cone with the glass tip with the element paper. You know how we do. Moonbow. I believe Moonbow sold out, guys. I didn't even get a chance to try the Star Wars strain, the Obi-Wan. So, and you guys may not know, but I'm a huge Star Wars fan, or at least I used to be. So this one is very fluffy as well, but it's a little bit more dense than the Super Boop, right? This one also got flattened out a little bit, but man, this one has my favorite nose. Yeah, lemon lime, slightly pushy diesel on the back end. Well, not slightly, a good bit actually. I think these are more than one bud. These are kind of just smashed together. There we go. Go ahead and open these up. Man, these are super sticky. So Dennis ordered a few strains, 4 strains to be exact, and he's just waiting for them to ship. Hopefully you get a sticker with your pack. Guys, did I show you the sticker? We got some glow-in-the-dark stickers. We're going to be putting that on the sticker wall. I can't wait. Thank you so much for sending out the sticker. Guys, if you're a vendor and you're watching one of my reviews, always send stickers if you have them. Man, that's just nice. But yeah, this one's a little bit fluffy as well, but it's more dense than the Super Boop was. Super sticky, but not, I don't think as sticky as the Super Boop was. Woo-wee. But yeah, I've got one ready to go, guys. Are you ready to smoke? You're probably already smoking, but I got one ready to go. This is going to be the Moonbow, packed in a glass rip tip with an element paper. Time to smoke, said Ruben. Let me go ahead and put this back in the bag. Yo, I'm ready to smoke too. I know we're over 30, we're almost 40 minutes into the live, and I haven't even started smoking. Just love hanging out with you guys and showing off this new drop. A lot of this is already sold out. Obviously, this is some really high-end stuff. You know, Oleskool has mainly had a bunch of old school strains on his site, but he's kind of really getting into the more modern strains as well. So, man, he did a great job. This is about this is about as high end as it gets. The most care taken that I've seen. And for the price, you can't beat it, especially with 35% off right now. Or 30% off, and it stacks with my code. I believe my code gets you 5%. So I'm assuming it's 35, but if it's not, it's at least 30%. So you can't beat it. My fingers are so sticky right now. So Oleskool says yes, it is 35% when you stack it with code Be Real. Because code Be Real for the best deal, guys. All right, all right, all right. Get my ashtray, got my ashtray ready to go. Light this volcano real quick. Get the paper burned off real quick. Alright guys, it's time to smoke. We got the Moonbow in the glass tip with the element paper. We saw how it looks, we saw how it smells, how sticky it is, but let's see, how well is it going to burn? That really matters the most. And what kind of effects am I going to get? Oh, I know how to roll, John. I know how to roll, my brother. But thank you. Here we go. Cheers. All right, we just got it lit, just barely. Super fresh. Right off the bat, I'm getting that lemon lime Skittles. And on the back end, I am getting that cushy diesel. Starting to get a beaded line around as a resin ring starts to form. A very dark salt and pepper ash, but I just got it lit, so it may lighten up as we go. The flavor so far is amazing. Thank you guys for voting for this one. I'm really excited to smoke this one tonight. Yeah, and I would say the ash is starting to lighten up a little bit. But man, I'm really enjoying the flavor. Very, very smooth. And in case you're just now joining the live, we are looking at Moonbow from Oleskool Hemp, one of the newest strains that just dropped. Yo, what's up, my brother? Hope you're doing all right this evening. Yeah, this ash is definitely starting to lighten up. I hope my air conditioning just kicked on and started to blow the ash. Very nice tropical Skittles flavor. A little bit of cushy diesel on the back end. Man, look at that resin ring. It's really starting to form, guys. Yeah, this is one of the best ones. Every time I try a new strain, I'm like, oh, this is his best one. But I just keep finding better and better quality. It just keeps getting better and better, man. So we do have a salt and pepper, dark salt and pepper ash, but it's not black ash by any means. I'm going to go ahead and knock that ash off just in case. And let me know, have you guys ordered anything from the new drop? Leave a comment on what you ordered. Sally says OSH keeps pumping out that fire and fire. That's right. Honestly, I feel like it just gets better and better. I'm more impressed today with this stuff than I was 6 months ago, you know? So right now I'm starting to feel the effects. It's definitely washing over me. A little tangy, cushy spiciness burning in my nose hairs as I blew it out through my nose just now. So yeah, look, that ash definitely lit up, was lighting up. It's not as dark as it was. It's burning very well. I have not had to relight it at all, and you can see I'm talking quite a bit, so I'm not puffing on it quite a bit, so it's not going out. Let me go ahead and check the comments section. Yo, what's up, Trichome? Trichome Trail says resin ring. Sally says, yes, sir. First strain I smoked from him was blue jackberries. And wow, was I hooked. Wish I'd saved some to compare to this new batch. Yeah, that's almost impossible to do. So yeah, I've had a lot of Skittles crosses, guys. I've had a lot of Moonbow. And this is spot on, just like the rosin I've had. Like, it's so intense, so good. I'm hoping that he does make rosin out of the super booth, and I do hope that he makes rosin out of the Moonbow as well. I really hope. Man, look at that resin ring, guys. It's really building up now. The flavor is staying smooth, guys. I'm not going to repeat what you just posted, John, but I think that's interesting. Wow. I bet you were flipping out, weren't you? He was probably looking like Smokey, scratching himself, huh? Moonbow, rosin, or riot? Hey, I'm with you on that. Ruben agrees. What's up, Frank? Doing amazing. Just woke up from a little nap. My pernell is done on the grill and it's about time to eat. Yeah, I'm hungry too. Now you got me thinking about dinner. I'm gonna make some hamburger helper. I got some hamburger meat I gotta cook. Thank you, Frank, for joining on the live, and make sure you guys hit that like button as you come on in. It really helps the channel. It helps the video get seen because as soon as this gets posted tomorrow, it's going to get age restricted. So the more people that can see it before it does, the better. This is the one you guys voted for. Ooh, I'm glad you did. So the effects are really nice and strong right now. This is perfect. Oleskool, I could use like a half ounce of this. I'm not gonna lie. You probably don't even have any left, but I could use like a half ounce of this. Shit. I'm not sharing this with my boy Jay. My boy Jay always gets to smoke on whatever I get. He pitches in a little bit, but like, what I'm saying, I hook him up. He's not getting any of this. He's not getting any of this. This is all personal right here, bro. He's not gonna get to try this one. This is perfect for like end of summer. Look at that ring, guys. My precious. Uh, yo, go ahead and hit that. Oh yeah, he's probably pissed. Nah, he gets to smoke all the good stuff all the time. He's just not getting any of this one. Oh yeah, those rip tips are fire, man. Shout out to J Grows 420 for gifting that to me, man. That would be cool to see Old School and like J Grows or Rise Hemp collab. That would be cool. So Old School is working on some smoked chicken. Ooh, that sounds good. Asparagus, that that's one of my favorite uh, vegetables. Baked hurricane squash, smoked peaches, healthy coconut water ice cream. Yo, I'm on my way, man. I'm on my way. By the way, I do want to have Old School on my live one night when I'm not doing like a review where I have to use a close-up camera, where I can have a second person on and we can have a split screen. I would love to have him on and kind of like showcase his farm and like just, talk on one of our lives one night. That would be cool to have him on as a guest. What do you guys think? And if Old School is willing to come on as a guest one night, I would love to have him on. So maybe that's something we can plan for a future live. That would be awesome. But man, this thing is still going. I'm just talking, but it stays lit. Look at that. Yeah, we want to show off the farm sometime. And we would just love to hear about uh, your mission, your vision, your dream. But man, this still going, still going. It's not making me cough, which I'm very curious about, very intrigued by. I'm not coughing right now at the end of a J. That never happens, guys. Or it happens very rarely. Very intense terpenes. I'm still getting the lemon lime at the end of the J. It tastes just as good at the end of this J as it did at the beginning. That's crazy. No wonder this Moonbow sold out. No wonder. Hey, if you didn't get it, you snooze, man. But that's why I try to bring you the most honest reviews. I try to give you the exclusives so you guys can make an educated decision. At least you don't buy the booth. But I believe the super booth is still on the site. Guys, will y'all make sure that the super booth is still on the site? Where's my super booth at? And Sally said, I'd love to see some old school Moroccan hash reviewed. Okay, well, next time they have some, I'll make sure they send them out. But yeah, guys, buy the booth. Buy the booth. I highly, 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 highly recommend the booth. The booth. Buy the booth. All right, it went out. Speaking of the booth, hey, thank you so much, Old School. And guys, request stickers too. Tell them in the comment section, be like, hey, send me a sticker and use code BeReal for the best deal. Hey, I want to ask you guys, I really want to know, would you cop that or would you pass? Leave a comment. We got K-Ham in the building. What's up, K-Ham? Would you cop this or would you pass? It's that Moonbow. Shoo-wee. That's just a little nugget. I'm so high right now, guys. Oh, we got 20 likes. Hey, we got 20 likes. I'm gonna take a sip of this real quick. I got some Baja Blast Tropical Lime. Perfect for the drink. I mean, perfect for the smoke I just had. That was good. All right, guys. Hey, since we're on that lime green, that lemon lime, how about we keep going with that green color and use the bomb E-rig? Let's do some super boo. Now this came from Jay Groves. I don't have any rosin from Old School, but he often has rosin and he might even have it on his site right now. I have not looked recently. We're gonna do some super boof real quick. All right. This is that Super Booth rosin. I just want to say thank you to Oleskool Hemp once again for sending out all those samples so that I could have the exclusive first look at his new drop. Guys, go check it out before it's all gone. This is some really special stuff, small batch stuff that he grew himself. All right, guys, let me get my hot knife and stay tuned because we're going to be doing a review and a little bit of video stuff on the bong. Let me clean off this hot knife real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. If you're just now joining the live, make sure you hit that like button. And also, go ahead and subscribe. You know you've been watching. Go ahead and subscribe. And it really helps. I'd really appreciate it. Don't lurk. Just go ahead and subscribe. And by the way, I definitely appreciate all the fellow influencers that support me. You know what I'm saying? Like when we look out for each other, I really appreciate the people that do shout me out. People like Glitter Smokes, she shouted me out every now and then. I really appreciate that. You don't have to do that. You know, people like her have been really supportive from the get-go. Um, there's a lot of you out there, but you know, you actually say my name in your videos, and I really appreciate that. Plants in boxes is another one that does that sometimes. So let's go ahead and check this out. Ooh, man, this is some high-end stuff, by the way. So we got some Super Booth to go with the Moonbow, totally different flavor profiles. But you guys hit that like button, so I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this dab for you. Yo, Tricome Trails, thank you. Have a good night as well. Thank you so much for hanging out. All right, let's take this dab. You guys want to take a dab? I want you to type yes in the chat if you want, or type dab in the chat. Type super boof in the chat. One of those three. Type dab, yes, or super boof in the chat right now if you want to see this dab. Hey, I appreciate it. No worries, Oleskool. Hey, man, you have hooked me up so much. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. There is no complaints here, my brother. No complaints here one bit. Guys, make sure you go check out Oleskool Hemp. He does not skimp you one bit. In fact, he's always weighed everything over. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The new device is a little bit wonky with the buttons. They're very, very sensitive. We got the booth. We got the booth. All right, guys, here we go. If you got something to dab, go ahead and dab. Cheers. Ooh, that one is super, super citrus with a lot more cherry than I'm used to. Wow. This has more like a trot cherry taste to it. Yeah, this one has more, ooh, more trop cherry tasting. Very, very good. Ooh. I had to turn the light back on. My bad. Ooh. Man, that's that boof. And that's that old school. Man, that stuff was so good, man. I really appreciate you guys hanging out on this live. That was the Moonbow that we smoked. That was that super boof that we just dabbed. And I bet you this is going to turn out to be a really good concentrate as well. I'm pretty sure he's got some things in the works. So, guys, stay tuned. And like I said, leave a comment if you would cop or if you would pass. And don't forget to check out my past videos and stay tuned for an upcoming video on the Bomb E-Rig. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.